In the world of cinema, certain monologues have left an indelible mark on our heart and minds. Monologues are powerful soliloquies that transcend mere dialogue, offering a glimpse into the soul of the very character and shaping the essence of storytelling. Two such monologues that have captured audiences with their raw emotion, thought provoking themes, and unforgettable delivery come from the iconic films Trainspotting and V for Vendetta. These monologues not only showcase the exceptional talent of the actors, but also delve deep into societal and psychological aspects that resonate with viewers. In this exploration, we'll dissect and analyze the monologues from both films, shedding light on their significance within the context of the stories and examining how they continue to hold relevance even in today's world. From the gritty struggles of addiction and the pursuit of a meaningful life to the passionate call for resistance against oppression and totalitarianism.
My turn.
These monologues are a testament of words in shaping cultural experiences that linger long after the credits roll. Hello and welcome to Frame by Frame, to an episode on the impact of powerful monologues in film. So starting right off with the first film's monologue.
Choose life, choose a job, choose a career, choose a family, choose a big television, choose washing machines, cars, compact displays and electrical tin openers.
One of the greatest monologues penned down for Danny Boyle's Trainspotting by John Hodge. Originally, of course, written by Irvin Welsh for the novel also called Trainspotting. The Choose Life monologue has been adapted to fit political speeches, advertisements, and umpteen other variations that reflect changing context over the years. Now, I'm going to steer away from giving too much gyan about the film's plot and characters and whatnot. And while undoubtedly that context is going to make stuff about the monologue more meaningful, I sure as shit won't be able to get you up to speed in 1 minute. So skipping that and totally sidestepping the toilet scene as well. And with the hopes that you have already seen this classic from the 90s, or you will after this, here's 3 things about the Choose Life monologue. So the rumor goes that the monologue was originally delivered by a certain Bob, an acquaintance of Irvin Welsh, during discussions at a youth club in Edinburgh. Impressed by Bob's passionate and provocative speeches, Welsh apparently sought permission to adapt the rant in his novel. So this is apparently how Welsh went about incorporating the monologue and giving it a prominent place in the story and making it one of the more memorable aspects of the book. Now, whether this origin story is true or not, it's certain that Irvin Welsh writes from experience and writes from his conversations with others. He clearly doesn't shy away from sharing his tough times with others as well. And that's why the imagery and shots used in the movie actually give you the real chills of what addiction feels like. It's because he's been so close to it that he can give you such a visceral description of that experience.
When did the heroin addiction take control?
The heroin, early 20s, basically. And it was one of these things. It's like I had a couple of good mates and we were kind of, we regarded ourselves as these punk rock rebels. And we thought, you know, let's try the heroin and see how it works out and all that. And when I wrote Trainspotting, it was basically kind of, it was a rent and sick boy relationship. You know, neither of these guys would have become junkies if it hadn't have been for meeting the other.
I chose not to choose life. I chose something else. And the reasons? Who needs reasons when you've got heroin?
With its thought-provoking words, the Choose Life monologue serves as a scathing critique of consumerism and the pursuit of material possessions in modern society. It goes beyond being just a junkie's rant. It reflects the disillusionment and rebellion against societal expectations and mainstream ideals of conformity that supposedly lead to fulfillment.
It's good. Oh, it's really f***ing good.
Its appeal lies in universal relevance, as it addresses issues of identity, purpose, and the pressure of a consumer-driven society that seeks instant gratification. And while Irvin Welsh may have written it in '93, he still firmly believes it.
But, you know, why are people in like Australia and South Africa and why are they reading it? And I think the characters are universal. Everybody knows to some extent, you know, a Begbie or a Spud, a sick boy, a Renton. People in Moscow say, "Oh, we know this Begbie character, we know this Renton character, we know a Spud and all that." And so these characters are fairly universal archetypes, but I think also what's kept it kind of so prominent are the themes of deindustrialization and the redundancy of human beings and what do we do.
While the monologue appears as a standalone passage in the novel, separate from any specific character's dialogue, of course though the sentiments closely aligned with the gang, director Danny Boyle and screenwriter John Hodge strategically placed the monologue at the beginning and at the end of the film though, and of course narrated by Ewan McGregor's character Renton. They did this to bookend the story, emphasizing its thematic significance and highlighting the protagonist's journey, providing closure. So yeah, if you haven't seen the movie as yet, don't worry about it. As soon as it starts with the monologue. So of course that context thing that I was hinting at earlier may not matter too much the first time it comes, but at the end, of course, the punch is something else altogether. Especially since you've gone through that entire cathartic experience that the characters have through their journey in the film.
I'm cleaning up and I'm moving on, going straight and choosing life. I'm looking forward to it already. I'm gonna be just like you. The job, the family, the big television, the washing machine, the car, the compact disc and electrical tin opener, good health, low cholesterol, dental insurance, mortgage, starter home, leisure wear, luggage, three-piece suite, DIY, game shows, junk food.
Overall, the Choose Life monologue stands as one of the most iconic moments in literature and film. Whether it may have been an intrusion from the author in the novel or the character-driven delivery in the film. On to the next incredible monologue that's been adapted for film. If you like the analysis on Trainspotting, then do stick around till the very end to see a bit on...
Voila! In view, a humble vaudevillian veteran, cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the vox populi, now vacant, vanished.
I wanted to create a speech that would be both memorable and thought-provoking. I also wanted to create a speech that would be relevant to the current political climate. I think I succeeded in doing all these things. That's what legendary Alan Moore, who wrote one of the craziest monologues ever delivered in the history of graphic novels and film, had to say about that mad speech filled with alliterations, assonance, and other literary devices that were replete with allusions to history, literature, and mythology. And it may be a little wrong to call this a monologue, because to some extent it is a character introduction or reveal. The story goes that Alan Moore came up with the monologue while watching the news. He was so inspired by the stories of people fighting against tyranny that he wanted to create a speech that would give people hope and inspiration. The Guy Fawkes mask used by V in the graphic novel and film has since become a potent symbol of resistance, individualism, and the fight against oppressive systems.
When we talk about reality, one of your most celebrated characters has been appropriated by Occupy protesters, by computer hackers across the world. This is the image from your book V for Vendetta back in the 1980s. This is a superhero who's an anarchist terrorist trying to fight the forces of fascism and repression. Is this character a hero for you?
Well, we called the very first episode The Villain because I thought that there was an ambiguity there that I wanted to preserve.
Moore has also spoken about his fascination with language and the power of using words in storytelling. So it's possible he approached the creation of this riveting monologue packed with layers of meaning and literary richness to unleash the transformational potential of language itself. The result stands as a testament to his mastery, showcasing his ability to harness the power of words to provoke contemplation.
Remember, remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder, treason, and plot.
More importantly, from a storytelling point of view, it's the setting he uses. The fact that the storyline of V for Vendetta is set in the future is just so that it could give him that extra leeway to play with and tell the story in that fashion.
As with most of the future worlds in science fiction, you're not talking about the future. You're talking about the present. You are using the future as a way of giving a bit of room to move, a bit of a fantasy element. It makes it into something that is once removed from the thing that you're actually talking about, so people can enjoy it on a fantasy level, while hopefully perhaps some of the deeper points that you're making are sinking in.
The monologue is a powerful and eloquent statement of V's ideology. It is a call to action for those who are oppressed and a warning to those who would oppress others.
Ideas are bulletproof.
This speech will forever be a reminder that words can be a powerful weapon to inspire, to motivate, and to change the world. Hope you enjoyed these breakdowns and facts about two great monologues from a novel and a graphic novel, both adapted for screen. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one.